Bum bum. One of these things is not like the other one. One of these things just isn't the same. Can you guess which one is not like the other before I finish this song? Ba-dum. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the Demoniacal fit Shining Soul, aka Goku, the exclusive. If you're looking to pick this up, you can get this at www.dstar01.com. There's some awesome action figures. And before you do that, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. So, let's talk about this guy. I'm going to go right into it, and then we're going to dive deeper when we look at paint and detail, articulation and scale, and accessories. I'm just going to go right into this and say this one on the left is the Demoniacal fit version. And these two are pretty much alike. If you're looking to pick this one up, but you don't want to spend, I think the exclusive now is going for about 150 bucks. Wow, that's a lot. This is a good alternative, but it does have its caveats, and let me just get right into that. I'm probably going to post on the screen right now exactly what I'm going to be doing when I'm repairing this. Yes, I actually had to do a little bit of modification to make this figure work. The first thing that I did was I took apart the midsection, and I noticed there was some just extra pieces of plastic, some fraying, and I just sanded that down with a tiny Dremel, and therefore it made the articulation and rotation of the waist not so rough and loose. It actually worked really well. And I think the issue was that it wasn't seated quite properly, that ball joint into the socket, because of the fraying on the plastic. Second of all, I also had really tight elbow joints, but that was easy to fix with some silicone oil. And I think that's pretty much it. Now I have this guy exactly where I want him in a decent, not too tight, not too loose type thing. Yeah, he came with some QC issues. I'm not going to lie. Most Demoniacal fits do come with some QC issues. You'll either get really tight joints or you'll get a loose joint. Fixer Elixir on our store will fix that, and also the silicone oil will fix that as well. So that's kind of the price you pay when you are buying a third-party figure. You're not going to get the quality control that you get from Bandai. Although some Bandais also don't have quick quality control. But you know what? There are ways to fix it, and I just told you how. And also I have a Figure Fix Friday series on my channel. I don't do them anymore because I think I pretty much finished all the repairs that I can think of in terms of what to repair on a figure. But anyway, that's besides the fact. This guy had QC issues. I fixed him, and now he's exactly where I want him. And I would gladly pay the $60 price tag shipped instead of paying the ridiculous amount for this figure. So now that we got that handled, let's talk about paint and detail. So once again, we're going to take out the original, and I'm going to show you the differences here, and there's very little differences. The original has kind of like a metallic gloss with a little bit of a red purplish sheen, and the Demoniacal fit copies it almost perfectly to a T. And as you can see here, let's start with the boots. They look very alike. The sheen, the gloss, the color, everything is spot on. There's nothing different in terms of that paint and detail there. So that's really cool. The skin tone also matches and everything like that. And the hair also matches. Now the one thing that doesn't quite match, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper when we look at this, is the face. Now the real one is the right one, and the Demoniacal is the left. And if you notice, it's just a touch different in terms of his mouth. I think the mouth on the left, which is the Demoniacal, is a little bit more pronounced, and they added just a touch of paint maybe. And also the skin tone on the face is a little bit more tan on the left in comparison to the one on the right. So that is the clear difference between those two right there. So if you're wondering what the main difference is, I think personally it's a very slight difference. Honestly, you could not see it unless you have both of them side by side. And even then, I had to look really, really close to see that there is a very slight difference. And when I say that there's a difference, it's very small. I would say like, I don't know, it's not that different at all. You got to really look for it. So that's it when it comes to paint and detail. Let's jump into articulation scale. Let's put the real one aside. And now let's compare him with another figure. We have another exclusive, which is the Super Saiyan 2 long neck Goku. I call it long neck Goku because now I cannot see his super long neck. They really made that neck too long. I'm thinking maybe I have to modify it or something to make it look better. But anyway, that's how they look like. And you know what? Let's just show you. They are the same size, the real one and the Demoniacal fit. And also we have a Demoniacal fit Deep Blue, which I have been enjoying a lot lately. Really good figure. I think this is truly the evolution. See what I just did there? Yeah. Of Vegeta, in terms of ASH Figure Arts Vegeta. I really like the way it looks, and these two together look absolutely amazing together with their metallic shine and gleam and everything like that. Now let's look at Marvel Legends. Here's a Marvel Legends Spider-Man right here, and as you can see, they look like they seem to be scaling decently well, with Marvel Legends scaling a little bit bigger. And last but not least, also another figure I've been really enjoying more than the original. I know I said this in my review that I do like the original a little bit better. Now I'm really liking the classic costume, Spider-Man Mafex. It just looks bright and vibrant, as you can see, and these two work really well together. So let's go into articulation. Pretty much the same thing, as you can hear. Oh, let's hear that again. So again, tight joint right there at the hip. I'm going to show you exactly where that is. But first, let's look at the toe. Up and down here at the toe. Ball joint right here at the ankle. Double jointed knee. Super tight ball joint and socket right here at the version 2 crotch joint. But again, solid kicks. No issues here. And solid knee right there. Also, the rotation at the waist seems to be working really well. Also, there's a little bit of pull when you pull up right there, just to give it a little bit more range of motion. So instead of pushing it down, it tightens up, and when you pull it up, it has more range of motion. We do have butterfly joints right here, as you can see, in the shoulders. Bicep swivel right there. Double jointed elbow. Ball and peg at the wrist, and 2 at the neck, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. You know it's what time it is, people. It's time for superhero landing pose. And as you can see, Goku can do it. But most figures, I'd say 90% of figures cannot totally look up. So therefore, you cannot truly master the superhero landing pose. And let's get some more poses in there. Sure, like I said before, here is a solid side kick. Bam, right there. Flying knee. Let's do a jump kick right there. Sure, you can pose. There. And of course, rarely do it, but I need to do it more often. Breakdancing finish pose. Let's see if he can balance. Almost. Let's try that again. There we go. So you can pose and hold it very nicely. Let's go to the top cam. Let's look at accessories here. Love the box, by the way. It looks really, really cool. Shining Soul right here on the side. Look at that. That looks really nice. And of course, we have stuff on the back. And like I said before, when it comes to Demoniacal fit, love the accessories. You do get a decent amount here. You get just about as much as you would with the exclusive. So you do get the 6 extra hands, the 3 extra faces, and more importantly, I love this. You get the charge-up effect, which also I believe the original it does come with as well, and we do have that one to compare with. So let's remove this from the box and let's look at this one first. So looking at the front cam, there's that effect piece, right? Now, you're going to get a kick out of this one. This is the original. And they look almost exactly the same. I honestly can't tell much of a difference. And I'm starting to think the original might have a little bit more blue. But that's about it. And it does look really, really good. So there you have it. Actually, now, okay, hold on. Now I'm lost. Which one's the original? Which one's the Demoniacal? Okay, I think that one's the Demoniacal. Yeah? Did I mess up? Tell me in the comments. I think this one. Maybe? Yeah, they look so alike. I honestly forgot. Crap. Anyway. There you go. So that's Goku standing there with his power-up effect. Look at that. Isn't that neat? That is pretty cool. So let's put that aside in just a second. Let's take out the rest of the accessories here. So not much. The 6 extra hands we're going to look at, obviously, at the end of the video, as I always do. Then we're going to look at these extra faces. So just like the original Goku, they come off real easy. Just pull off the front here. And let's put the smirking face. And there it is. Looks pretty good. And then we have a grinning face. Pretty nice. And we have a yelling face. So a decent amount of faces. That looks cool. So if you want that Kamehameha look, that's how he would be looking when he's doing it. So let's come with the conclusion of the Demoniacal Fit Shining Soul. Is this worth $50 to $60? Absolutely. It does need some work. Let me just warn people out there that you will probably get a tight joint here and there, more or less, and you will have to loosen it up with some silicone oil. Really easy to do. If you have an overly loose joint, he's not very hard to take apart. Just dip his midsection or whatever joint needs to be taken apart in hot water and it'll pop right off. And if you see some plastic fraying, which is a thing I've noticed. I'm not hating on Demoniacal. I get that they're a third party and they're trying to push these out. Yeah, you're going to have to sand it down just a little to make it smooth and the articulation will get better. But besides that, I would rather do that than spend the exorbitant amount of how much this figure is actually going for. I remember when the real one. I remember when I got that one, he was an exclusive, probably a New York Comic Con exclusive, one of the exclusives that I couldn't get locally. And I actually paid the scalper price for it just to get it on the table and review it. And honestly, I kind of regret it. It was a little bit too much. I wish I didn't, but you know what? Hey, you know what? I still like this figure. Don't get me wrong, but I really wish I didn't pay as much as I did. And if I were to get this instead of this, yeah, I would absolutely. If I had one choice, would I spend more than $100 on the real deal or get this one for $60? I would get this one, hands down. It's just a nice figure. It looks good. It works. It looks good on your display. You can put them next to other Gokus. The scale and everything is fantastic. And more importantly, the paint is right on with the sheen, the metallic gloss, and everything like that. They did it right. And that's all that matters to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And if you're looking to pick this up, you can get it at www.Dstar01 awesome action figures. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.